Welcome to SCEP Live Online. I'm Tim Slaughter, your host for tonight's program. We're here at beautiful Oahu Church in downtown Honolulu for an exceptional program this evening. But first, I want to thank our sponsors, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Hawaii State Foundation on Culture and the Arts, the University of Hawaii, the University of Hawaii's Music Department, the Friends of Mānoa Library, Kānoa Senior Services, and the East-West Center. We're excited to be working with the Oahu Choral Society on tonight's program, and I'm happy to have joining me Joshua Haberman. Joshua is Artistic Director of Oahu Choral Society, and tonight marks his debut and the Choral Society's first performance in over 2 years. Joshua, at the same time that he's getting the Oahu Choral Society off the ground and back up to speed, he's completing his final year with the Dallas Symphony Chorus, and where he transformed the chorus in his 10-year tenure. Welcome, Joshua.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell us a little bit about this transition that you're going through, flying back and forth between Honolulu and Dallas?
Absolutely. Well, we've been in Dallas now for, as you mentioned, about 10 years, but we have roots here in Honolulu. My wife, who sings in the choir, Joanna, is from here. She grew up here in Honolulu. So we met originally here, actually singing in the very basement of this church, believe it or not.
Wonderful.
Together in a choir back in 2004. And so for us, this is very much a homecoming and the realization of a dream of returning to a beautiful place.
Well, it couldn't be a more perfect sort of homecoming for you guys. Do you have a sort of a direction that you're taking the choir?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we're standing on the shoulders who've come before. And so the Choral Society has been around for several decades. They have a great history of performing choral orchestral masterworks. That's the main focus of the chorus. So we're partnering with the Hawaii Symphony in music of Mozart and Sibelius in the spring, and we look forward to doing more major choral orchestral works. This is really the focus of the choir. That said, coming out of the pandemic with sort of uncertainties artistically what was going to be possible, what we have tonight is a slightly different idea, but it's a way for us to get back up and singing and something that we're excited about sharing.
Okay, great. Maybe you can just say a few words about the theme of tonight's program.
Yeah, so this is Songs of Gratitude, and it's really a time of gratitude now, especially for us singers. We have been silent for so long. Necessarily because of the pandemic, for safety reasons, singing was difficult, and singing in groups particularly so. And so for us now to have the opportunity to turn a page and to have adopted safety protocols in order to do this safely, as you'll see, we're singing masked and we're all vaccinated. So that's important for us in terms of the safety of our artists.
Of course.
And we're really excited to be able to say that we're finally able to do this thing again that we love so much, that feeds us so much. And so for that, we're offering gratitude. And of course, at this time of year, with the holidays upon us, Thanksgiving coming, it seemed an appropriate theme. So the music that you'll hear is themed around that kind of an idea.
That's wonderful, Joshua. So thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. And now we move on to the Oahu Choral Society under the direction of Joshua Haberman with Makai Nash on piano and Tomas Ramos on clarinet. Thank you again for joining us this evening.
So wonderful to hear from our instrumental colleagues, Tomas Ramos, clarinet, and Maikai Nation piano, playing the Mozart Clarinet Concerto Rondo from that Mozart, and prior to that, the Spruce of Jan Sibelius with Maikai at the piano. Those pieces were chosen especially looking forward to the Oahu Choral Society's spring season, which features a collaboration with the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra in music of Mozart, his very famous and beloved Requiem, as well as an unknown piece of Sibelius, rarely performed, called The Captive Queen. All here at beautiful Kauai Ha'u Church at the end of April 2022 and first weekend of May. So we look forward to those performances, and thank you, Tomas and Maikai, for that preview of those wonderful composers. And now, we turn to music that the Oahu Choral Society will sing for you on the theme of gratitude. And I'll tell you just a little bit about the 4 pieces that you'll hear. You'll be hearing music first from the sopranos and altos of the chorus, singing Schubert's Andi Musik. This is a theme of gratitude, of thankfulness for all that art gives us and enriches in our lives. We follow that with Susan Labar's For This Joy, that features a famous German hymn, Lobe den Herren. And then we follow that with Craig Hella Johnson's Song of Gratitude, and finally Jake Runnestad's Your Soul is Song. It is a great pleasure for us to bring this music to you, and perhaps it inspires you to be interested in singing in a chorus again. We invite you to audition for the Oahu Choral Society. Please reach out to us via our website if this is something that interests you. These singers come from all over Oahu, from various walks of life, to join their voices in song, and it is a joyful thing to do. We invite you to join us as well. So consider Oahu Choral Society new auditions for spring for Mozart and Sibelius. Until then, enjoy Songs of Gratitude.
Everyone out there, let's give a big round of virtual applause for the Oahu Choral Society for a wonderful, wonderful performance this evening under the direction of Joshua Haberman with Makai Nash on piano and Tomas Ramos on clarinet. I also want to thank our host this evening, Oahu Church, for allowing use of their beautiful space here. And if you had been here, you would have heard it even more beautifully than you would have online. It's a wonderful acoustic space. I want to thank once again our sponsors, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Hawaii State Foundation on Culture and the Arts, Kanoa Senior Services, Manoa Public Library, Friends of Mānoa Public Library, and our partners in this, the University of Hawaii at Mānoa Music Department and the East-West Center Arts Program, and my co-producers of the program, Jonathan Korth with the Music Department and Eric Chang with the East-West Center. I also want to give a big shout out to our production crew who makes this all happen here with the sound, the camera, and the streaming. We couldn't do it without them. I also want to put a plug in for our next concert, which will be our first in almost 2 years with a live audience on Friday, November 26th. It's called And Simply the Moon with shakuhachi, percussion, and vocals. That's featuring Chris Blasdell on shakuhachi, Kenny Endo on percussion, and Mika Kimula on vocals. You can get tickets for that at outreach.hawaii.edu/skep. So once again, a big, big round of applause and thank you to the Oahu Choral Society.